Dungeons and Dragons. I never get invited to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna go out in my room.
Goodness. Wiki, that is the best. And you'll want to choose 5 spells between first, second, and third level. Third level being the better ones at this point.
I recognize, Pat, that you joined in the middle of that. In case you didn't put 2 and 2 together, my father just passed away.
That's right. That's gotta be rough.
Sure.
And like, I get the next couple of days to sort of, I get the next few days to sort of soak it in, and then,
Now, Sen, are you sure your brothers are going to sell the house?
It's completely unfit for human habitation. We haven't had water. We haven't had running water in 6 years.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because of that, the house should be condemned.
Yes.
Like automatically. Aside from that, my father was the prototypical hoarder. He was born in 1931. He was 90 years old when he was 90 years old as of July 20th. As of this past July 20th. He had 90 years to hoard not a specific thing, hoard literally all the things. My basement, my basement is a perfect living example of the Greek labyrinth. There are like 4 pathways. One to the laundry room, one to the fuse box, one which sort of passes a few tools and stuff and splits off into the garage, which is even worse than the basement.
Okay, if everything's been kept in good condition.
Yard sale.
That's.
You guys might want to see what you can sell, because you never know. You guys might have enough money to fix that place.
Here's the thing. I'm convinced my brothers don't want to. I believe that my brothers, because they are both. Here's the thing. I am adopted, and I am the youngest by 20 years. Now, my brothers were born in the era of toxic masculinity, so they are all men don't cry, get your shit together, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, all those
I get it.
all those dumb proverbs.
Yes.
And they both have lives.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what they don't realize, and they consider me, the pampered baby brother, the one that always needs looking after.
Oh boy. Okay.
The one who was sheltered, protected, and coddled to the point that by the age I'm at, they were moved out and had families. Meanwhile, up until last September, I was 37 years old and still living with my father. Not because I needed him, because he needed me. They don't see it that way.
There's a big difference. I understand it.
Yeah, they do not see it that way.
I'm constantly over at my mom's house taking care of stuff for her. So believe me, I understand.
I always took care of my aunt and grandma.
Yeah,
Grandma's not here no more, but yeah.
70? Yeah, my mom turned 70 in December, and I'm constantly over at her house taking care of her house, taking care of her. Believe me, I understand where you're coming from. And she's at tornado times to move in with her.
Our response to the most emphatic, hell no.
She smokes, and I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, so can't
and this recent sinus issue that I've had,
You're fine.
it just makes the whole issue worse.
But if it comes down to it, yeah, we're here.
That means a
Where did
tremendous.
my Xbox go?
You guys can get started on your game. So
Yeah. I know it may sound. I know it may feel, hollow and almost cruel, but like I said, this could be the last one for a good long while, and quite frankly, I need to take my mind off things.
hopefully not.
You need
Hopefully not.
to take that time to grieve and
Yeah.
We understand.
get better. So I kind of understand.
It's not even that I'll need. It's not even the time to grieve. It's the time. Until I get my until I get a living situation solved, I'm living out of my car, which doesn't exactly have internet access, let alone a place to plug in a monster PC. I have thankfully had 11 months to plan for this contingency and brace for it. So I'm going to leave my PC with my best friend Greg. I'm going to leave my cat with him too. And even if I'm living out of my car, if I need a place to warm up, take a shower, I can go. I can fall back on him.
Buddy.
Take this hug from the internet.
Okay.
Sending lots of love, man.
Yeah. You guys get on with your game. Let him just get his mind off of it. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Indeed.
when last we left off, you guys had your first real sewer misadventure. It was
Stinky.
disgusting and stingy and smelly and foul and awful. You fought a creature known as an invisible stalker, which is the kind of air elemental assassin, another air elemental that is sort of bound by magic to the material plane and made to do the bidding of its of the person who bound it. You also heard chanting, and in a dried out cistern, you found a circle of cultists preaching or praying and chanting in languages that actually Perrin understood. Pippin, to the best of my recollection, did not.
No.
Because Perrin is a wonderful polyglot. I love that. I love it because it means I actually get to,
Hold on.
share language. Oh, I actually get to share languages with you guys that you don't know, and it's seeing how people translate those is, for a DM, it's fun. But you interrupted a man who was in the center of the of this circle, sort of directing it, wielding a glaive, and almost waving it around like a conductor would a conductor would a conductor of an orchestra would wave a conductor's baton. He spotted you. He then ordered his subordinate cultists to scatter. He released a devastatingly powerful cone of cold. and then proceeded to engage in a parley where dialogue ensued, and he held the lives of himself and his cultists up as a bargaining chip for Lorenta.
And even though they got away, they still lost in every conceivable way.
They did. And that is fundamentally where we left off.
And Senku figured out that something interesting about Panjo Kutra. And of course the demon wastes in the Blackthorn Conclave, which is why I always take notes.
There were a few name drops chanting to an organization of evil druids called the Blackthorn Conclave, as well as a Rakshasa, which is the kind of tiger demon with inverted hands, named Panjo Kutra, who is also a famed artificer, or really infamous artificer.
And one of the 5 regents of the demon wastes.
Yes. 4 centuries ago. So, with that, Lorenta is ungagged, but she is still bound at the bottom of this system.
Yeah, let's help her out.
Yeah,
Team.
actually, could probably just go over there, and cut her. And...
Oh yeah, she's not bound in any normal. She's not bound by any magical or special bonds. Actually, I rephrase that. They're not magical, but they are very special.
I think we should check for traps.
I can do the checking.
You check for traps. No perception roll needed. There aren't any, but you guys do notice her manacles are interesting. Pippin and Senku immediately recognize these things because they are almost exclusive to the ALP. This country that is a group of loose city-states for Kayla here. They are almost like they're not just manacles. They are gloves, like iron. They're like iron gloves that lock prisoners' fingers and thumbs in a fixed position to prevent
to stop somatic components.
Smart.
Yep, Perrin gets it.
Yeah.
But they are. I mean, they're not. They're locked. The keys are missing. Does anyone have thieves' tools? I believe
I do, actually.
I can mystic some up.
I already have some, actually. I've had some for a long time now. I'm not proficient with them, but I do have them.
So you can give me a dexterity check.
All right. Dexterity check is going to be, let's see, it's 17.
17? 17 is good enough.
Nice.
These are quality. This is a quality set of manacles. And Pippin, give me an intelligence check.
All right.
You want I should help him out and make that advantage?
If he wants it, you guys.
Sure.
Okay, Pippin, you can make that intel check with advantage.
Sounds good. That's going to be 17.
17 is awesome. these manacles have a fail safe in the case of an escaped prisoner. It can be broken. Like, you can pick the lock, but the mechanisms are so sensitive that if you pick the lock, you also break it. But because you got a 17 on your dexterity check, were actually so careful you managed not to break the lock. So you have Arcanist's manacles.
Oh, sick.
A little thing of my own devising.
Those will be useful.
I got to help out the party again.
Yes, you did. Excuse me.
You did. If it wasn't for that check, it would have been like a 5. Not even.
So you did help. Please.
Oh yes.
1 second.
I love being able to help out my party.
Nice. I don't like being sick.
Yeah, me neither. Being sick sucks.
Okay. So, you guys, I assume, are now leaving the sewer?
Yeah.
Is there anything else for us to check around here, like loot or anything?
Everyone.
The cultists?
One of the cultists got away, so no, there is no loot.
Okay.
Even then, again, they did lose.
So, you guys slowly climb out. The scene you arrive to is one of fairly controlled chaos. There are town guards and running around, and marshals that are directing people. You climb up to a scene of reasonable devastation. There is extensive property damage. You look just a little bit east, and you see no less than 3 tornado funnels dancing across the landscape for just a few seconds before they finally lift up.
Good grief.
Did you take that out of Smallville, Sen?
Not intentionally.
Because that scene you just described reminded me a lot of that scene from Smallville, known from the episode Tempest.
I never actually saw the episode.
Could have fooled me.
But they slowly lift into the sky. And
I'm going to be entirely honest. That is really peculiar. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah. Actually, Senku, make me an intelligence check.
Ooh, yay! Now we get to that right away. That is a +5. May the dice gods be ever in my favor. And 18.
You absolutely have seen something like this before. In Byron, there were 2 of these things.
Wow.
Jeez.
You've never seen 3.
These
You've never
things
seen
are a
3,
lot
but
bigger.
at the time you've seen them, no, but damage evidence suggests 4. Pippin, do not die on me.
I'm good. It's my cold.
First and foremost, we need to see if there's any injuries in search and rescue.
There are many injuries, and you hear people crying. You hear people in rubble calling out for help.
Well, then let's assist them.
All right.
Our job is stormbusters, isn't it?
Do what we can.
Nestor looks at you with a half. Nestor looks at you with a half smirk and says, "Senku, that name is never gonna stick."
Sorry, this was a little bit of the storm.
You need somebody else to make up the names, bud.
Out of character, that was a little bit of storm chasers sneaking in. I'm sorry.
I know.
Still,
There's storm chasers sneaking in all through this campaign. In case you hadn't noticed.
True.
Well, let me start out with a medicine check with at 20 already.
This bodes well.